First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. Also, true Holy Black Messiah, the King of Kings, royalty himself, Yahweh Shah, Amashiach. Also, the Final Father, the True Father, One West. The name of the lesson is "It's Not Good That Man Should Be Alone." Okay, it's not good that man should be alone. Um, and one of the reasons why it's not good, I understand why the Lord Yahweh said it's not good for man to be alone, is because you need a partner, which is a woman, um, to balance you out. Meaning that you need that balance to keep really um, your mortal thoughts from taking over you. You know what I mean? Because you have idle time when you by yourself a lot, and Satan attacks the mind. Let me get a couple of scriptures real quick. That's why the Lord said it's not good that man should be alone. That's why our women, a lot of our women got a heavy judgment coming to them. They got a heavy judgment because they refuse to play their role as a woman. Um, you know, and the Lord set it up for the woman to be for the man, not the other way around. Let me get this real quick. Not good that man be alone. That's in the book of Genesis. This is Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. Make sure you brothers have to read from the King James Version. Yeah. And the Lord said, and the Lord Yahweh said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him Salakia. I will make him a helpmeet for him. And that's the reason why the Lord said it's not good that man to be alone. He wanted us to have help. Because in his life you need that help. You need that support system. That's why it says in Sirach that she's a pillar of rest. What's the form of a pillar? A pillar is like a structural. It's like a structural support system. Like when you go build your house or you build anything you build out, you got to draw what you call a blueprint. Then once you draw out the blueprint, you got to draw out the structure. Then when you draw out the structure, you got to create the beams, the support system, and the pillars, which is what the Bible refers to a wife as a pillar, meaning that support system, that backbone, and that's to keep you from being idle. Because our minds are mortal and it's weak. Because we in this corruptible body and Esau and this wicked system promote on us and push on us sin 24/7. So you need that balance. Let me get this scripture in Ecclesiastes, and I'm gonna get ready to close it out here soon. Let me get that real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 11. Again, I'm going to read verse 10. Salakia. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 10. It said, and Lord, it's the Lord speaking, King Solomon. It says, for ye, Salakia, for if they fall, let me start at verse 9. I'm tripping. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. Salakia. Two are better than one. Remember we read in Genesis, not good that man be alone. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. What's the good reward? That balance. You look at these so-called American couples today, the other nation of women, one thing that they have in common, they support their man. They have balance. It says, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. Meaning, if you got a wife, a support system, if you fall on hard times or she falls on hard times, She could come to you and be like, hey babe, can you help me with this? Or you can say, hey babe, can you help me with that? Y'all have that support system. Y'all have that balance. If they fall, one will lift up his brother. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have no other to help him up. Now you notice that's what Satan do. He attacks your mind when you by yourself, because it's not, the Most High didn't set it up for man to be alone. It says again, if two lie together, then they, it's like him. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? Meaning, how can you have that balance being by yourself? How can one be warm alone? That's what King Solomon is saying. He's like, if you got that support system, you have that balance in your life. That's why a lot of people turn to drugs, they turn to alcohol, because they don't have that family structure. And if one prevail, and it's like if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken. I mean, that support system between you and your husband, the brotherhood, mainly the brotherhood as well. That's very important. But it's not good that we be alone. You know, so it's just a short lesson I want to get into, that you need that balance. You need that support system. That's the way the Most High set it up. That's why he said that he to find a wife to find a good thing, because it's that balance you need. And that's another reason why Babylon got to be destroyed. This place got to be judged, because it opposes the natural order of things. It opposes the naturally heavenly the heavenly order of how things supposed to play out here on earth. They got women not wanting to desire a man. Men not wanting to be a husband to support these women and try to teach them about the Lord. It's an imbalance. That's why the Lord has to destroy this place. And the women in our society has become cruel. It tells you about that, I believe, in the book of Lamentation, that it says the daughters of Judah has become cruel. You know, so that's what I want to touch on this, and I pray this lesson was edifying, and I pray that we continue to grow in this truth. This class is for the 12 tribes of Israel who scattered abroad, which consists of the Native American Indians, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and our brothers and sisters out there in Argentina. To the 12 tribes, I say, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. And before I close out, all honor, praise, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, and His holy praise Son, true like Messiah, the King of Kings, Royal to Himself, Yahweh Shah, Mashiach, also the Final Father, true Father, One West.